Hiya, I'm that James Wisdom, and today we're going to be building the Palace Cinema from the LEGO Creator range. So this is the Palace Cinema set. You can see just by me putting my arm over it just how big this box is. It's a massive build. It's going to end up being, what's this, 38 centimetres tall by 25.5 centimetres wide, and it's just a really nice looking build. 3 levels. You've got the ground floor, which has got all the entrance foyer and stuff like that in there. The first floor, which on the outside you can see the Palace Cinema sign, and it's got this screen in there. There's also the roof as well, which looks like quite a detailed piece here, and they each break apart into 3 areas so you can get inside and actually play inside there. It comes with 6 minifigures, which are also on the end. Let's have a look there. So the minifigures are all on the end there, plus the popcorn and drinks machine is there as well. And let's have a quick look on the back. There you go. So there's the back, and you can see all of the different areas here as well. So this is part of the Modular Buildings range, so it's connected with the town hall and the pet shop sets here as well. This is a corner piece, so the idea is it'll give you a corner round for you to connect more buildings on and create a proper street scene there as well. 3 parts, as I said already. So you can see here the bottom part actually has the palace sign attached to here, and the entrance foyer here with all the star bricks on the outside. You can see that up here as well. It's a nice little scene they've set up here. The second story, or the first floor, sorry, should I say, is the actual screening itself, and you can see that in a couple of different pictures here. So there's the stairs up to it, there's the screen, and there is the seating area for everybody to sit in. So this is a really nice set. I'm really looking forward to getting it opened up. So let's do that. Let's just spin it round, pop it down there. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a normal kitchen knife here and slice down the ends. That's 1 and 2. There we go. Now that opens up here, and I can already see there are a lot of pieces in here, so let's take it off and bring it back again in a second. So there's a lot of sets here. Let's just quickly count up the bags and the pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags labelled 2, so that's 6 bags for presumably the second story, the second floor. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags for the, oh no, 7 bags for number 1. That little one escaped me there. No, another one again. 8 bags for number 1 there, leaving us with 5 bags for number 3 left on the table. These, and then 2, 3, 4 of these sort of light nougat coloured base plates here, so they're slightly thick ones, and then the large red piece as well. Now let's get, I'll just pop that down there, leave that there. That's pretty much where we're going to start building anyway. So let's have a look inside here and see what we've got in terms of the instruction manual. Oh, here we go. So the bag is very helpfully supported by this piece of card, just to keep all the manuals nice and fresh and neat. We've got our stickers here, as I already mentioned, so I'll zoom in on that for you. But there's the, it's forever sorting, I can't read, there we go. What else we got here? Mystery on the monorail and the brick separator. That's very clever. You've got the screen up here, and then the, I believe these go on the outside for the showing times for the screens as well. So that's quite nice. I'll give you a proper close-up look at that as well. The books themselves, we have 1, 2, 3 books. So we have part 1 here, which I'm guessing is just going to be the first floor. Usually they show us on the first page what we're building. So yeah, there we go. In here we can see bag 1 is the ground floor, bag 2 is the second floor, and bag 3 is the roof. Also the sign for the front and the 2 lights there as well, and of course these little railings to keep people in order when they're queuing up, as we like to do. So all of the bags label 1 and the base plate is what we start with, and we're going to get 4 minifigures out of that first set as well. In sets bag 2, let's see what we get here. We get the other 2 minifigures come with the set 2, and there they are, just there. Let's see if there's anything special for number 3. It's a slightly different printing. There's number 3, this book. No minifigures or anything like that with this one, as probably worked out by doing some maths there. But there you go. And now I can see all these larger plates are for the roof as well. So there you go. Those are the books. I'm going to get started. What I'll do is I will build our first floor, or our ground floor should I say. I keep saying the wrong thing there. Ground floor, build up to this bit, and then I'll stop and we'll have a look inside, and then we'll build the next part and the next part after that. Okay, so this is it. This is the ground floor of the Palace Cinema. You can see on 2 edges, it's pretty plain there, but the other 2 are incredibly interesting. So we've first of all got the posters here with the little details above the posters. That's great. You've of course got the doors which open, and they really look like the doors into a cinema. That's one of the things I really like about them, is this, you know, this gold bar pull door handle. They really look like doors into a cinema. It's great. You've then got the other side, which has got the street lamp, and then the 2 sort of ticket office windows outside, so looking in on the people selling the tickets in here, and of course the pavement around the outside here. This pavement is really nice with all the little star bricks on as well. There's also an interior. What I'll do is I'll just move the camera slightly so that we can see that interior. So on the inside you can see there's a concession stand at the back here, and the concession stand has a nice bunch of details. So first of all you've got these little kind of drinks available there, and then at the back itself there's a popcorn machine with these little white studs in, and a drinks machine with these 2 taps for different beverages, and of course sort of candy flossy type stuff. It's basically just sweet coloured studs in a jar there, which is really nice. But that's a nice little concession stand there. If we turn this round a bit, you can see at the back there they have the posters on the inside as well, so the same posters as the outside. The window is kind of double-sided. All of this is stickers, but they're really nice, and I really like the work they've done here. I quite like the brick separator there, and actually this came with a green brick separator, which I will just grab out now. This guy. I've not seen one of these in green, so I think that's kind of part of the joke there, that you get a green brick separator with this, and that's what this poster at the end here is talking about. It's like a brick separator as a monster in this universe, and it's a big green thing. You've also got at the front here a place where you can buy the tickets, so the inside of the desk there, and you can see the two tills at the front here and a little plant there. Other side of the wall, just some lights, not much to talk about on that bit of the wall there, except when you come around to look at the corner here where you can see the stairs which go round and then up and are going to lead to our screening floor, which is the next bit we're going to build. That is a really nice interior. There's not a lot going on there, but there's plenty of room in there for play. What I really like about this set, and something you can see a little bit more clearly now, is the pavement outside. So you can see all the paving here with all of these little printed pieces, and then you've got grates in the floor for like drainage, and the lights on the outside as well are incredibly ingeniously made. This is a harpoon gun with a stud attached to a clip brick here, and that is an incredibly ingenious way of using a harpoon to create a light that's looking like it's lighting the outside of the building. You've also, of course, talking about lights, got this little street lamp here just as a detail piece, which is quite nice as well. That's all I really want to talk about in terms of the model here itself, but I do get a few other bits with this, so let's shift that to one side for a second and look at this. This is the car. It's a slightly retro style car that is designed to be bringing one of our minifigures, this young lady here, to the showing. So she's supposed to be like a child star actress coming to the premiere of this, and that's kind of what the minifigures are based around. With this kind of pack at the moment, the first floor, you get the young girl who is printed on the back and has the shorter legs. She's being brought to the showing, let's pop her in there like that, by her driver, and this is our driver here. He's a nice piece. I really like him, partly because he reminds me a lot of a pilot that I had when I was younger. I've still got him somewhere. Notice that all of these have got the standard minifigure face. If I just pop his hat off, you should be able to see that slightly better, but there you go. See, they've all got this standard face, the girl, this driver, and the other two pieces I'm going to show you in a second. I was very sort of surprised by this when I was trying to find the headpieces. I was like, oh, which one's going to go with which? Because I'm so used to having all the themed sets these days, and everybody having different faces, that it was a bit of a surprise, but it shouldn't have been. And it's really nice that they've gone with that kind of traditional look. This guy, designed to be sat in the car here like this, and then you've got him driving her to the premiere. When he gets there, of course, you've got the paparazzi guy, who is, you know, a photographer, and I really like this piece. This is probably my favourite of the minifigures that comes with this set. He's got a camera here, which when we remove, we can see he's wearing this kind of nice sort of vest and tie and unbuttoned shirt look with brown trousers, and he looks like a kind of retro style photographer with his hat as well, his fedora, and that's a really nice bit. I really like that one, and his idea is he is taking pictures of the girl when she arrives at the premiere. Then of course you've got one more figure, which is this guy here, which is our doorman, or the guy selling the tickets or whatever, who is the worker, or the person working at the cinema, in his blue stripes. None of the printing on the back. There's no printing on the back of any of these other than the girl that I already showed you, and that's it really. You get a few extra pieces in terms of money. So you get these pieces here. There's two printed money pieces here, and then just two of these which represent coins, which are supposed to go with this young lady here, I believe. So I'll pop those in the car just for a second. And there's a lot of opportunity for play there, and the idea is, of course, you set this up with the car arriving with the young girl there, our photographer taking pictures, and then our guy on the door holding the door open to let her in, and that just ends up being a really nice sort of set, a little display piece there with all these different things going on, including stuff going on outside. That's it with this part. What we're going to do in the next video is I'm going to build the screen, which is the first floor, so the screening area is the first floor, and I'll do that in a separate video. So, hope you enjoyed this. I've been that Jayms Wisdom. Keep smiling and thank you very kindly. So if you enjoyed this video, please go and watch the next part where we'll be building the next story on the Palace Cinema. There'll be a few extra minifigures in that as well. So there's plenty of stuff to see there, and I'll do a time lapse of that too.